Hey guys, before we get started today, I just wanted to let you know that the easiest way to support the channel is just by hitting the like button. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. And if you're curious on how the Poison Jab buff has affected some of the Pokemon in this meta, go and check out Jeeves' new video. She's checking out Tentacruel, because Tentacruel got a 2x buff, basically. It got a Acid Spray costs less energy, and Poison Jab now does more damage. She's going to try to find out if Tentacruel is going to be meta relevant now. So if you want to go and check that out, link in the top right, also one in the description. And yeah, any other shameless self-promotion I got here? No shameless self-promotion, but I do have some nice Pokemon ASMR for you. Headphones recommended. Bibbidi bobbidi boopidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi boopidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi boopidi bobbidi bibbidi bobbidi boop. Baboosh. Baboosh. Baboosh.
11 minutes later.
Baboosh. If you don't either hit the like button or the dislike button after that, what are you really doing with your life? You know what I mean? That was at the same time terrible, very bad, and also like, what the hell is this guy doing on YouTube? Give him a medal. The stupidity medal. I will take that medal gladly. Hanging up on my wall. Actually, I'll probably just staple it to my chest because of how stupid I am. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So, yeah, we're going to be going for the Body Slam. We actually get a shield with that, so that's very good. And then they come in with the Skarmory. So yeah, Hippowdon's about to go on an absolute rampage here. The last Pokemon is a Galarian Stunfisk, and watch this. I love this. Yeah, I got the Earthquake. I bet this guy was real mad at me. Maybe impressed. Hopefully impressed. I mean, but now we get to finish with Hippowdon. So we are taking super effective damage from the Ice-type attacks, but that 2 Weather Balls. This is going to be taking out the Surfetched, and then we should be able to Fire Fang down the Galarian Stunfisk. So there it goes.
But these days I know, now I got a feeling that it won't be long. Ever gonna bring up on a lucky phone.
You weren't supposed to see that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shrady. Beep beep bop doop boop bibbles.
I'm a scat man.
And welcome back to the channel. Yeah, see, I got you there. I did the thing. I did the welcome. All right, what are we talking about? Very loud noises coming from upstairs. Please forgive me. Doing renovations up there, and they're being complete assholes about it, to be honest. Anyway, so today we're taking a look at another Pokemon that got a new move in Season 8. So this time we're taking a look at Hippowdon. Hippowdon. Hippity hoppity doopity dippity. It's a hungry hippo is what it is. This bad boy over here, it doesn't have the greatest moveset. Weather Ball definitely gives it a buff. I don't want to go and say that it's like totally meta relevant. Let's just talk about the moveset. So it can run Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, or Ice Fang. There is merit to every single one of those moves depending on what you need the coverage for. And then it's got access to Body Slam, and now it's got Rock type Weather Ball, which if you didn't know, normal type cast form had a normal type Weather Ball, and they have changed the normal type Weather Ball to the Rock type Weather Ball. So now it's Rock type Weather Ball. So it does give it some additional coverage, which is nice. But Fire Fang takes a really long time to get to charge moves, and you know how I am. I'm about charge move damage most of the time. Fast move damage it's okay, you know, but I'm no Razor Leaf or Charm guy. I'm more of a Focus Blast kind of guy. Sorry, I can't help myself. Just comes out of me every time I try to say. I'm not gonna do it again. I decided not to run Body Slam. PV Poke says to run Body Slam instead of Earth Power, but it's just like you get walled by so many different Pokemon without Earth Power. So I put Earth Power on it. I tried it with Body Slam at first, but what am I gonna do? Alright, so let's take a look at this team I ran here. So we've got a Skarmory in the lead with Air Slash, Brave Bird, and Sky Attack. And then we have Chesnaught with Vine Whip, Energy Ball, and Super Power. And then Hippowdon as the closer with Fire Fang, Earth Power, and Weather Ball. It's an ABC team. You know, I got Skarmory, who is insanely weak to like Bastiodon, as well as Galarian Stunfisk. So we got 2 Pokemon in the back that can sort of deal with them. Both of them can easily deal with Galarian Stunfisk, but Hippowdon does still struggle up against Bastiodon if they shield the Earth Power. So you know, it's a lot. If it was tankier, this Pokemon would definitely be in the top 100, but I think currently it's like number 300 and something. It's not looking too great, is what I'm trying to say. So, by the way, if you want to see a better team, I think Oxford U ran a team that's probably better than this one. I just wanted to run Chesnaught in a team, so forgive me for putting him in there. But go and check out Oxford U. He made a video on this as well, so you want to go and check that out. Link in the top right if I remember to. If not, just search Oxford U in YouTube. Should be easy to find. So, I have one battle to show. This is actually going to be the bonus battle. That's right, you get the bonus battle first, which is a stupid part as a YouTuber. You want to put the bonus battle last, because that way you can be in the beginning. You could be like, there's a bonus battle at the end, so you better stick around. And if you don't hit the like button, then, you know, at 3 a.m., Ronald McDonald's going to come and kill your family. Okay, so yeah, I'm running a different team here. So we pick up a lead against a Galarian Stunfisk, and this is when I had Body Slam. So, but as you can see, look at those Fire Fangs. It's insane. So he's built up to an Earthquake here. I'm going to go ahead and try to call his bait, and it is just a Rock Slide. You fool! You look like a fool now. Look at that. You fool. I'm kidding. You're cool. All right, so yeah, we're going to be going for the Body Slam. We actually get a shield with that, so that's very good. And then they come in with the Skarmory. So yeah, Hippowdon's about to go on an absolute rampage here. So we're going to go for the Weather Ball. That obviously hits for neutral, but the Fire Fangs are still hitting for super effective damage. This person's whole team is weak to Hippowdon, I guess. I don't really know. So I tried to sack there, but very glad I didn't, because let's just see how Hippowdon does. You know what I mean? So I shield one Sky Attack, farm all the way down. Very nice. And then that Galarian Stunfisk comes back in. I'm going to be going for the Body Slam, as Weather Ball is double resisted here because of the Steel and Ground typing. We go for the Body Slam, get the shield, go for the next Body Slam. This is not going to KO by any means, but it is going to provide some extra chip damage here. So we took out 2 shields and basically 2 Pokemon with old Hungry Hippo over there. So the rest of this battle is just, it doesn't really matter. So I come in and, you know, tank a Rock Slide. I don't know why they didn't go for Earthquake. Maybe they didn't have one. And then I gave up Switch like a dumbass. I don't know why I did that. So they come in with their last Pokemon, which is a Swampierre, and this is fine. I mean, I got 2 Pokemon that can kind of deal with this thing. Obviously, this is a bad matchup for Registeel, as we are taking super effective damage from the ground type attacks. The opponent was not even building up to the Earthquake. I don't believe. Pretty sure he wasn't. But he is going to be forced to throw another Hydro Cannon here to take me out. He did farm up this time to the Earthquake, I think. That's going to be taking me out, and now I come in with the Jellicent, and again, this was totally unnecessary, but I knew that I would survive an Earthquake, and, you know, I could be wrong about it, but I called his bait once again, and then, yeah, so I kind of didn't have to do that. I could have just shielded one. Wouldn't have really mattered, but, you know, winning with 1 shield feels better than winning with no shields. You guys know what I'm saying. So anyway, that's the bonus battle, and that's the end of the video. All right, everyone have a good one. Take it easy. Just kidding. All right. So, I have one very good set here. I will do my review at the end, but a preliminary glimpse at this team is that the team's okay. Hippowdon itself, not great. Didn't really change too much with Weather Ball, but, you know, you got coverage for, like, Talonflame and stuff like that. Okay, so we pick up a negative lead. This is obviously very neutral, but it's negative because the Shadow Ball does more damage than the Sky Attack does. So we got to land a Brave Bird in order to like, for sure win this matchup here. So I'm going to be building up one past the Brave Bird, and he sneaks in a Hex because I'm a freaking scrub. We're going to go for the Brave Bird. I actually land it, and then they switch out into a Talonflame, and I took my sweet time getting out of there. So we come in with the Hippowdon here, and he is actually building up past a Brave Bird. He's actually, I think he was at 4 or 5. So he's close to getting to 2 Brave Birds here. So we're going to go for that Rock type Weather Ball, which would be taking him out because it is double super effective. And now he's going to be throwing his Brave Bird, and I'm like, hell yeah, go for all the Brave Birds. I will double shield this thing because I have a Chesnaught, and Chesnaught does not want to see a Talonflame by any means. Never wants to see it. Alright, so we are going to farm up here and then throw this Rock type Weather Ball. I don't know why I keep saying Rock type. It's pretty obvious. Right before he gets to another Brave Bird, and he decides to let that come through. And now, let's see what he comes back in with. Is it going to be the Jellicent? Yes, that makes the most sense here. So, Jellicent obviously is going to do very well. Well, not obviously, but since I have Fire Fang, it's going to do pretty well up against Hippowdon. I come in with the Chesnaught. Their last Pokemon is a Galarian Stunfisk. And watch this. I love this. Yeah, I got the Earthquake. I bet this guy was real mad at me. Maybe impressed. Hopefully impressed. I mean, I would be impressed if somebody did that, to be honest, but, you know, I'm a scrub, so things like that impress me. Anyway, so we caught the Earthquake, and then we go for the Energy Ball, because we don't want to debuff ourselves, and what I'm doing here is going to build up to 2 superpowers, and I 1000% expect him to try to catch the second superpower on his Jellicent, as it is his win condition. So I farmed 1 past the superpower just in case he was correctly counting, so I didn't want him to switch. Go for the superpower, and then I hold on to my energy, farm the Jellicent down, and then throw the next superpower at the Galarian Stunfisk. So, yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good battle. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I felt really good after that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why my mic is picking up different kind of volume, so sorry if the volume is too loud or too quiet. It's hard to tell. I can see the audio track and it looks all weird. Anyway, next match. Picking up a lead against a Swampierre. So this is not the greatest. Swampierre is definitely going to out-spam Skarmory. So my best option here is to try to sneak in extra air slashes so I can get ahead on energy. Well, I'm never going to get ahead on energy, but you know, anything I can get. So I'm going to go for the Sky Attack here, and I actually get a shield that wouldn't KO, but maybe he just wants to preserve some health. And I'm going to try to catch one of these Hydro Cannons on my Chesnaught. Probably a mistake, because my Hippowdon's going to get absolutely destroyed by Chesnaught. So we're going to go for this next Sky Attack. Once again, this will come close to KOing, so now we come in with the Chesnaught, not even trying to catch, apparently. And then he takes his time switching out, which is good for me. Comes in with a Skarmory. So this is probably like the best flying type Pokemon that you can see come in with a Chesnaught safe switch. Chesnaught's not a good safe switch, by the way. Wouldn't recommend running Chesnaught as a safe switch, but Chesnaught is an amazing Pokemon because it counters Azumarill and Galarian Stunfisk. Hard counters Galarian Stunfisk. Alright, so they decided to farm me down. I landed 2 neutral superpowers, and now I come back in with a Skarmory because I know that Skarmory can tank these moves better than Hippowdon can, as they are resisted here. I shielded up just in case it's a Brave Bird because I figured that was a Brave Bird. I'm going to lose this one for sure because that Swampert has a charge move. And yeah. He has more than that, actually. I'm pretty sure he's close to a second Hydro Cannon here, so we'll see how this goes. It's not going to go well, though, I can tell you that much. Yeah, he got another one. So shielding that was a mistake. I should have basically just not shielded that. Needed to save the shield for the Hippowdon. And last Pokemon is a Medicham, and there's literally nothing I can do there. So GG. Yeah. I think, honestly, like, Chesnaught's a really good Pokemon. You don't see it very often, but if you're having a problem with Galarian Stunfisk, Chesnaught's your boy. In this team, I have 2 responses to Galarian Stunfisk, but normally I'd like to use Chesnaught as the closer. Okay, we pick up a positive lead here up against a Ferrothorn. My whole team beats Ferrothorn, actually. So I tried to catch a Thunder on my Chesnaught, but instead I'm about to catch Ferrothorn. No, I'm about to catch Altaria's Hands. This is terrible. This is probably the worst that you can see switching, the worst worst flyer you can see switching. Because the superpower is resisted, Energy Ball is double resisted, and 3 superpowers doesn't KO because every time you go for them, they debuff your attack as well as your defense by 1 stage. So I am now double debuffed attack and defense, and they're most likely going to farm me down, and I won't be able to get to a second superpower. So I think I should have farmed up to 2 superpowers there at the end. I might have been able to get to both of them, but instead I threw them as I got them like a goddamn scrub. All right, so we're going to come back in with the Skarmory here, and I could have thrown that right away. Pretty sure Skarmory wins that CMP tie, so debatable decision there. And then they catch on their Galarian Stunfisk, so I'm looking like a fool at this point, because I thought it was a CMP tie, and I tapped it again anyway. But fortunately, they gave up switch to reveal that they have a Galarian Bear Trap. Stupid face. So this is going to be a good matchup here. But we do need to watch out. Yeah, Earthquake is going to hit for very heavy damage, and at this point, I'm going to go for the farm down, and they throw at 5, which means this is definitely a Rock Slide, which will be resisted because of our ground typing. So Rock Slide, ha, you fool, you're a fool. So I farm him all the way down, and then he comes back in with the Ferrothorn. I know he's got a Power Whip, so I'm going to throw this Rock Slide, Weather Ball. It's resisted, obviously, and then I actually sneak in a Fire Fang, which is double super effective, by the way. I do decide to shield this because I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this CMP tie here, because Ferrothorn is quite a bit tankier than Hippowdon is, and now we're going to throw this, hopefully getting both shields. I don't know why they would shield that, but that's fine. Weather Ball is resistant. Maybe they think it's a fire type Weather Ball. They might not know that it's a rock type Weather Ball, you know. So we come back into the Skarmory, and things are looking really good here. If they have Thunder, then they're going to be able to hit me for super effective damage, but if not, then all they're going to be able to do is chuck their pathetic Mirror Shots at me. Yeah. Although Mirror Shot does have a 30% chance to debuff my attack, so, you know, Mirror Shot's okay. I don't like it. I hate it, but I decided to undercharge there, which, I guess it makes sense, but they switched out anyway. They come in with their Altaria, and they're scrambling to get something done here, but unfortunately the Sky Attack's going to take them out, and then 2 more Air Slashes is going to take out the, or are going to take out the Ferrothorn here. So Baboosh and Baboosh, it's dead now. So GG, my dude. That was pretty close, though, because if he would have got to another Mirror Shot, I think it might have come close to KOing. I'm going to move my mic a little bit farther back. Hopefully that sounds okay. Yeah, those banging noises, those are the dicks upstairs that I was talking about. Okay, picking up a lead against a Sableye. This, not a good matchup. Not a good matchup at all, but it is fine. We can deal with this. So he is throwing at a foul play. Obviously, no reason to go for a return here because it's resisted. So I am counting his Shadow Claw. It's very hard to do when the game is constantly stuttering, but I'm doing my best, okay? My goal is to catch a foul play on my Chesnaught, and I waited a second there until he threw a Shadow Claw because he was at 5, and then I switched into my Chesnaught on 6. But he did hold on to his energy, and then he went for the return. And again, he comes in with a Skarmory. This is fine. I don't mind this at all. We do have... Yeah, this is okay. This is fine, really. They're most likely going to farm me down because those... I tried to throw on his 5th Air Slash just in case he threw a Sky Attack, but yeah, he's gonna farm me down. Those Air Slashes and Flying type attacks are double super effective because Chesnaught is a flying or a fighting and a grass type. So we come in with the Hippowdon here. We're going to farm down with the super effective Fire Fangs. And old boy over here, this guy, did not count how many Air Slashes the Skarmory had, so I shielded in case it was a Brave Bird, and I look like a fool now. The Sableye comes back in, and I'm going to go for this Weather Ball. This will probably take out a Sableye. Sableye's pretty glassy. So now I'm actually going to really, this time, really catch the foul play on the Skarmory here, which, again, is pretty unnecessary because I probably could have finished the game with Skarmory, but either way, you know. And yeah, I could have finished the game with Skarmory, but now we get to finish with Hippowdon. So we are taking super effective damage from the ice type attacks, but that Weather Ball was super effective, and the Fire Fangs were double super effective. So sorry about that, Shadow Abomasnow. I do really like Shadow Abomasnow, but it was kind of fun to see it get absolutely massacred by Hippowdon. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend using this Pokemon unless you're looking for something fun, or if you need it for the coverage for a specific team you want to build. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it's better than what PvPoke's ratings say, because PvPoke's ratings kind of like encompass every Pokemon to see if it's good or bad. So it's obviously going to have a lot of bad matchups, but not everybody uses, you know, weird fringe Pokemon. So whatever you're seeing in your matches, that's what you got to worry about. So what I've been seeing, I can deal with some of those Pokemon with Hippowdon. I am rambling on. So we are okay. So he sacks the Hypno, which tells me that he's got something in the back that doesn't want to see the Hypno, and or I'm sorry, doesn't want to see the Skarmory. And I was right. It is a Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen is going to not enjoy this Energy Ball. It will hit for neutral because of the Poison and Ground typing. I get the Defense drop, which is great. And now I'm going to let this come through. Poison Fang is going to be taking me out. Nidoqueen did get a buff as well, or got a new move. Poison Fang, and then Poison Jab got a buff, so Nidoqueen definitely improved. So now we're going to come back in with the Skarmory, and now we have the Hippowdon exactly where we need it, right on the Galarian Stunfisk. He's not even baiting a Stone Edge here, so I'm just going to let this come through. Poison Fang is double resisted, although it does debuff my defense, which I don't really care. The Skarmory, its only job right now is to take out the Nidoqueen, and then it's total garbage to me. So now we come in with that Hippowdon here, and I think I just farm all the way down with Fire Fangs at this point. Double shield, doesn't really matter. He can bait twice. I'll be able to farm him down before he gets to the Earthquake after the second bait. So yep, baits the first time, and then I think he realizes right here his win condition is he throws an Earthquake, and I don't shield it. So there it is. Throw in the Earthquake. Now we're going to be able to farm this thing all the way down with the Fire Fangs. Doesn't even let me. That's rude of you, you know? Should have let me Fire Fang you down. I'm just kidding. I get that. Frustrating to lose like that. Alrighty then. Although you were using Galarian Stunfisk, so, you know, scrub. Hitting. Chill out, okay? Alright, so we got another set here. We can play another set. This might be a different team, though. It is. It is a different team. So, God damn it. Look, I'll edit it, okay? I'll edit it. Give me a sec.
11 minutes later.
Okay, no editing required, actually. It turns out I only used this Jellicent and Registeel team for the first match, and then I realized that not a fan of the team. Not a fan of it. So I switched it to the team you see on the left here. So Yeah, not gonna, yeah, we're good. Alright, so, and also I changed Body Slam to Earth Power after this match because of this Bastiodon right here. So, this normally would be okay if I had Earth Power. Earth Power hits for double super effective, but instead I have 2 moves that are double resisted. The Fire Fangs are hitting for neutral, fortunately, but yeah, nothing else. So we're gonna switch into the Jellicent, hoping he switches out, and he comes in with the Pidgeot, and I wish I had Ice Beam. Maybe if I had Ice Beam and Earth Power, this team would be okay. So Pidgeot comes out, and y'all saw in yesterday's video how annoying Pidgeot can be. And also it's a normal type, so it's going to double resist the Shadow Ball, so I'm just going to go straight Bubble Beam in this matchup here. Yeah, here comes the Feather Dance, and it's going to double debuff my attack. So, I mean, I got some debuffs myself, so whatever, you know. It's tit for tat in this matchup. This is just an annoying matchup to be in all around for everybody involved. So, yeah. Here comes the triple debuffed, double debuffed Feather Dance. Yeah. It's very annoying. Okay, I give up switch there. And then I throw the Rock-type Weather Ball, which would be taking the Pidgeot out. And he throws another Gust. I was waiting for the switch, but he did not switch. So in comes another Weather Ball. That's going to be taking it out, and I get both shields. Pretty solid exchange, don't you think? Probably should shield it. Even though it's a Feather Dance, probably should shield it. Nope, didn't shield it. And the Bastiodon comes in, and I have nothing to combat the Bastiodon with. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got the Registeel. I have 2 shields and a Registeel. How can I mess this up, right? How can I mess this up? It's not mess-upable. I can only win. I can only win this, right? You would think that. You would think that. But you underestimate how stupid I am. You really do. And also, I'm pretty sure a Flash Cannon would KO from this range. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm pretty sure a Flash Cannon would KO. Even if it's an XL Bastiodon, pretty sure. But either way, I went for the Focus Blast. Whatever, who cares? I don't know what I'm doing. So I shielded up one of those Flamethrowers because I didn't know he had that much energy. I was hoping I could farm up to 100 without him getting to a second Flamethrower, but he did. There's a Medicham in the back. That's why this is not going to go well. So we're going to go for this Flash Cannon. It does hit for neutral, whereas Focus Blast is resisted because of the sub... Ooh, and I threw the Shadow Ball thinking I could get it to land on the Medicham, but no, he caught it on the Pidgeot. That's going to be a GG right there. That is the end of the match. There's nothing I can do. They're just going to double debuff me, and then I'm going to rage. So before he even does that, I decide to quit out. Things were looking good in that match, you know. I had 2 shields, I had 2 Pokemon, but then I had too much confidence, and that threw me into a hole of despair. So, alright, going up against the next opponent, one Mercus. Alright, picking up a negative lead up against the Skarmory, or up against the Frostlass. Massive respect. Frostlass, apparently, according to that meme that Zappletinsky and Running Froggy made, is my side bitch. Or, I don't think I can say that. Side chick. She's my side chick, apparently. So, respect. I like the Pokemon. Really like Frostlass. So, we're gonna basically no-shield whatever comes our way. Hippowdon and Chesnaught are going to take super effective damage from the ice type attacks, but at least I can do super effective here with the Fire Fang. And then let's see what comes in next. It's going to be a Surfetched. Okay, this is bad. I need to catch a Leaf Blade. I fail. I failed at catching the Leaf Blade, but it's not over yet. Okay, we're going to go into the Chesnaught, see what he's got in the back. It's a Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, we can do this. He has 2 shields though. So what do? We got to go for the Energy Ball first, obviously. And I think everybody usually expects that, so most people aren't going to shield the first move. He went for the Rock Slide, surprisingly. I definitely would recommend going Earthquake, but to each their own, you know. So we land the Energy Ball, and I'm going to go for another Energy Ball here. And now, because I don't want to debuff myself with a Superpower, because then an Earthquake would KO. And I think at this point, I'm ready to get Earth Kuwaka'd. And there it is, Earth Kuwake, and now we're going to try to build up to 2 superpowers, and I actually don't throw right there on purpose, because now I see this Galarian Stunfisk as food for Hippowdon, but he sees that as well and decides to come in with the Surfetch, but I am almost at 2 Weather Balls. I have 1 more Fire Fang to go, and I can go for back-to-back Weather Balls and take this thing out. Even though Weather Ball is resisted, Surfetched is glassy as all hell. So 1 Weather Ball, 2 Weather Balls. This is going to be taking out the Surfetched, and then we should be able to Fire Fang down the Galarian Stunfisk. So there it goes. My least favorite Pokemon in the game is now dead. He can't even get therapy. How can you get therapy if you're dead? It's a genuine question because I'm dead inside and I need therapy. Okay, into the next battle here. Up against Arquaton. I don't know what that said. Picking up a positive lead here up against a Razor Leaf. Okay, this is great. So he comes in with a Lucario. I respect this team, by the way. It's a spicy team. I like it. So he is going straight Power Up Punch, so I will no shield the first one, and I really needed to throw the Weather Ball here, because now I have to shield a Power Up Punch, which kind of hurts, you know what I mean? But I will shield this to ensure switch advantage, because that Blossom is going to do halfway decent up against Chesnaught. Wait, does Blossom have a sub-poison typing? It doesn't, does it? It's pure grass. Okay, so never mind. I don't think I needed to shield that, but whatever. I shielded it anyway. We want to see how Hippowdon does, so we're going to shield it. And he comes in with a Skarmory, which Hippowdon has a great matchup against. He shields both of them. Again, I think maybe people are confused, thinking it's a Fire-type Weather Ball. I don't know. So either way, I come in with the Skarmory here, because I'm going to save that. Oh, I actually sacked the Chesnaught. I'm sorry, Chesnaught. I'm sorry, dude. So I sacked the Chesnaught. Sky Tag takes me out. Because I realized there that... well, I thought Blossom had a sub-poison typing, so that's that's why I did that. Probably could have kept the Chesnaught, but it's okay. I trust in Skarmory for this. I wanted them to dump their energy anyway, so my Skarmory could win this matchup here, which it looks like I will be able to at this point. So we're going to go for 2 Sky Attacks here, making sure to prevent fast moves where we can. And now we should be able to farm down if he lets me. But he comes in with his Blossom, and it does take him a long time to get to charge moves with Razor Leaf, so we're going to farm up a bit here. The Razor Leafs are double resisted because of our Steel and Flying typing. Go for the Sky Attack, that takes him out, and then we should be able to Air Slash down the Skarmory. So, pretty good there. Pretty good. Hippowdon was holding weight, or pulling his weight, I should say. By the way, guys, if you want to check out my merch, I do have a link in the description. I got some Azom Bomberil merch. Shout out to Zaplatinsky for the design. Okay, picking up the worst possible lead because my entire team loses to this guy. I could have switched into Hippowdon, but then my Chesnaught's going to get destroyed. So Skarmory has... I know we're taking super effective damage, but we have a halfway decent matchup here up against the Alolan Marowak, mainly because the Air Slashes, Sky Attack, and Brave Bird all hit for neutral, and Sky Attack actually does just as much as a Shadow Bone does, but the Fire Spins do more because they're super effective. And he's going for a Bone Club here, and I shouldn't have shielded this. I think I even might have survived that Bone Club. I don't have the greatest IVs, but I have halfway decent ones. Whatever. So we're going to go for the Sky Attack, and I was hoping for a shield. That was the main reason I did that, honestly. I thought it was a Shadow Bone, but I wasn't counting because I'm a scrub. Coming in with the Hippowdon here, we're going to Fire Fang down, and then this can't be a Shadow Bone, right? Can't be. So Bone Club coming through, does just a tiny bit of damage there. And he comes in with a Vigoroth, so I throw the Rock Weather Ball at the same time he got to the Body Slam, which is probably a mistake. I should have just, like, thrown it as soon as I got it. Because I was hoping I would win the CMP tie, but it's Vigoroth, you know? So, not going to win that CMP tie. Go for the Weather Ball. That's pitiful. That's a pitiful amount of damage, Hippowdon. Pull your, you know, your shorts up. Pull your butt into your shorts. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Going for back-to-back superpowers here. He does sneak a Charm through, but that's fine. We're going to go down regardless. Superpower hits for neutral because of the Ice and Fairy typing. Ice taking super effective and then Fairy resisting. And there's no reason to shield this because they're just going to charm me down if I decide to shield. So, GG. Yeah, not much of a win con there. Yeah, this team's definitely going to struggle up against certain Pokemon in the back. But, you know, not every team is perfect, especially if you're trying to use some fringe picks like Hippowdon, and even Chesnaught can be considered a fringe pick, even though, in my opinion, it's very good up against the meta. Alright, so we pick up a negative lead once again. Like I said, this is very neutral, but positive for Jellicent. And he actually prevented a fast move there somehow, so I thought he was going for the Bubble Beam. But no, it was actually Shadow Ball, which is fine. Now I'm going to be going for the Brave Bird here, and we're going to see what the difference in IVs means, because we saw the Brave Bird earlier. Look at this one. Yeah, that's the difference in good IVs versus bad IVs. I landed a Brave Bird and farmed down, whereas the last guy, I landed a Brave Bird and I couldn't farm down. He would have got to another Shadow Ball before then. So he comes with a Talonflame, and yeah, I just let myself get farmed down because obviously my Chesnaught's going to do basically nothing up against the Talonflame. Everything is resisted or double resisted. We're going to come in with a Hippowdon here and hope to God that Hippowdon can pull his weight. For some reason, again, they're going straight Brave Bird. The last opponent built up to 2 before going for the Brave Birds, though. You can't build up to 2, but he got 5 things. Either way, that opponent did not do that, and they got farmed down, and now there's a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, and I'm going to punish this Galarian Stunfisk if they decide not to shield this. And then I think I just stay in, let him go for the Earthquake to take me out. That way he will be energy dry because his Fire Fangs are doing a lot. Plus I got the debuff there with the energy ball. He goes for a rock slide, and I don't want to get farmed down, so I'm going to come in with the Chesnaught here, and this is over. There's nothing they can do here. Everything is resisted. This is my favorite Pokemon to go up against with Chesnaught. It's the ultimate counter. Breloom, also pretty good. Just very glassy, very glassy. Chesnaught has some girth to it. You know, he's a girthy boy. It's a gross word to say. All right, picking up our rewards. Able to go 25-0 on the day. Absolutely incredible. Very impressive. Definitely not lying. But either way, how do I think Hippowdon is now that it's got Weather Ball? Better. Not good. But definitely better. Not really much to say about it, to be honest. It just provides additional coverage. And considering it takes Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang takes them a while to get to charge moves, having an additional spammy move like Weather Ball and Body Slam, it definitely helps out. Now, if it had a ground type Weather Ball and like a move like Stone Edge, it would be way better. It would actually be like top 200 instead of top 300. It's not even top, it's top 400. Either way, it's okay. You know, if you want to run it, go ahead. I wouldn't recommend it unless you like specifically need it for the coverage. But it can be Talonflame, it can be Galarian Stunfisk, and I know PV Poke says to run Body Slam, but trust me, run Earth Power. It'll help you out in so many different matchups. You'll need the Earth Power. Plus, you have the Rock Weather Ball for the bait. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, as long as you enjoy the content. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons, Billy Bravebird, Running Froggy, The North Star, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Cleric, DJ Mimsy, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Mitsukata, Kitku Lek, Edward O'Neill, Senor Stacks, Grizzinator, Winter Fang, Lord of the Azambombero, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, and Braden Seidel.